Yo, 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 it's Kiddo's NFL talk and discussion. First today, obviously, this is my first video I'm going to make for everybody to see what I'm trying to do here. I love NFL, I love football, period. But college, I'm just not as aware of every team and everything. But NFL, I know every player, know everything. And I'm ready to talk to you guys about how I feel and the news that are going on and what you think. You can leave it in the comments. Let me know what you think. Think I'm stupid? Don't think you don't like what I say? Whatever. The lighting is the best I can do right now. My other light is not working. But as you can see, I'm a Redskins fan. I ain't gonna deny it just for a video. I love the Redskins. I've been a Redskins fan since I was a little kid, and I will continue to be a Redskins fan no matter what you have to say. And yes, I do not like Cowboys at all. Giants, Eagles, I don't care. But I don't like any other team really besides my Redskins. And I'm telling you right now, we are building and we will be good someday. But anyways, let's start with the recap of the NFL season. And we'll start with my Redskins. What personally I think we did good, what personally I think we did bad. Starting with Derious, guice. We got him in the first round, or second round. Sorry, I was wrong on that. But we got him in the second round. He was going to be our blow-up running back. It's kind of what we needed, was another blow-up running back to do what we needed to do on the ground. Didn't really work out because in preseason he had his injury. And now, who knows what he's going to do next year. But then we had Adrain Peterson come in. I didn't know what to think of that. I liked AP back in the day, but I watched him the previous year struggle on two different teams. One team not really wanting to play him. The other team giving him his chance and really not doing that much. But he did great for us. I could not believe how good Adrain Peterson was this year. He was pretty much the star of our team the second half of the season because our team fell apart the second half of the season. It was really disappointing to see Alex Smith go down with that leg injury. Y'all can't deny we were running that division. We had it going. We looked like a brand new team. We looked like a team that could actually do something. And then it all fell apart when we lost Alex Smith. I just got the news today that he's not going to be back this year, or this coming up season. He's not going to be there at all. They're thinking he's going to miss the entire season. So now we're looking to draft a new quarterback. Who will be? I don't even want to discuss it because I'm just going to see who it is, and I'll obviously agree with the office of whoever they choose to start. And we'll see in preseason how I'm honestly feeling. Jordan Reed, he's been great at times, struggling at times. I don't know what to think of Jordan Reed anymore. Vernon Davis has done a great job since he's become on the team at his old age. He's pretty much my starting tight end because Jordan Reed ain't there half the time. But when he is, yes, he makes plays. He is the go-to guy. He is going to do what he needs to be done for our team. Moving on to the rest of the NFL season, I'm going to tell you about how I feel my biggest surprise team was. And no surprise, the Kansas City Chiefs. Yes, they were there last year with Alex Smith, but Patrick Maholmes, I had no clue that he was going to be as good as he was. That guy last year started one game, threw 4 interceptions in that game. I was like, Patrick Mahomes, who? He sucks. He ain't going to do nothing. Well, I'm eating my words. I was totally wrong. He did great. He is a monster. Nobody can deny it. Nobody can argue it. He was the heart and soul of that team this year. He made them great. He made them go to where they went. Kareem Hunt, I don't even know what's with that dude. Why he kicked the girl or why he did what he did. NFL players mess up just like normal human beings. I'm an understanding guy. I hope he comes back. I hope a good team gets him and he shines again. I like seeing good players, and I'm not going to sit there and hate somebody just because they made a mistake. But them losing him in the season, they didn't even act like it fazed them. They got this next running back and they just kept going. So Kansas City Chiefs, definitely my biggest mind blown that they did as good as they did and they were as good as they were. They definitely did great. My biggest disappointment, who I thought was going to be great, who I thought was going to blow up, was the Oakland Raiders. They stunk. They were horrible. And I don't even understand how. Derek Carr, beast mode. They had Amari Cooper halfway through the season. They had Jordan Reed. They went out and got Martavious Bryant. Yes, Martavious Bryant's had problems with the Steelers. That's the whole reason they got him. But I thought he was going to straighten up. And they had some great weapons to use. But no. Then they go out and get rid of their defensive weapon that we all know about. And then they go through the season. Derek Carr, he's doing his thing. Not so great, but doing his thing. And then Martavious Bryant gets suspended because he's still acting a fool. So that didn't work out for him. They had a great wide receiver there, but obviously it didn't work out for him. Then Jordan Reed just decides he's going to retire. I'm guessing because he didn't want to play for that team that was falling apart and waste his season getting the chance to get majorly hurt or something, playing for a team that wasn't going nowhere. But that was a big key for them to lose in the middle of the season. Then they lost, and they went and traded Amari Cooper. Yes, smart move because they already knew their season was over. They knew they weren't going to do nothing. But the weapons they had, and I thought they were going to do, that was my team that I thought was going to blow up. Was the Oakland Raiders. They were going to have a comeback finally, win more than a couple games. But no, same old Raiders, new coach, new players, same old Raiders. Moving on, let's talk about, I'm not going to talk about the whole playoffs because honestly, the first round, all those teams didn't even make it. They all lost. First couple rounds, and the wild card teams, they're all gone. They didn't even get it close to it. So we're going to focus on the divisional championship round. I understand that, let's start with Saints and Rams. I understand that there was calls that were horrible in the game. But we'll get to that at the end of discussing the good parts about the game. The fact that both of them have a great running game, and we already saw it earlier in the season than play each other in the regular season, and the running backs just going bam, bam, bam with touchdowns back to back. Yes, great matchup. Was excited to see it again. This time, not as exciting. It was kind of like a slow game, kind of score here, score there. But Todd Gurley, can't say his last name, sorry. But he showed up. He showed up big for them and was running all over the place. The dude's a beast. There's no denying it. As soon as he got to the Rams, he changed their whole look. He is a beast. And then, okay, we'll focus on the hit between Nickell, Robey-Coleman, hit Tommylee, Lewis way before the ball was there. I understand. We all saw it. I don't have to talk about it because y'all saw it. Y'all know what happened. It was totally pass interference. It was totally something you do on a Madden game, and you instantly know you fucked up. You gave the person the lead. But got to understand that this isn't the first time a horrible call felt like it cost the whole game. Everybody in the NFL has had it happen to their team. And the refs, I don't know what their deal is. That's why we should have where you can challenge a ref's penalty or not called penalty. It should be in the game. You should be able to challenge it. End of stories. It would be over with. If you felt like somebody didn't call a call that was blunt, or you felt like they called a call that was not right, you should be able to have the front office challenge it, or you challenge it and decide, was this a fair call? But they'll work on that. They'll figure that out. They'll figure they have to do that sooner or later. But yes, I will say, just because that call wasn't called and the Saints would have maybe won, come on now. Why didn't your defense stop the Rams? Why did you let them win the game after all that? You should have came back strong. You should have stuck in there. You should have fought. You should have proved you're not going to lose this game over a bad call. So Saints fans, you need to cool it. You need to realize your defense didn't show up to stop them once they came back and got the win. So let it go. That kind of was the let's see who wins this sudden death overtime. So anyways, we're moving on. Let's move on to the Patriots and Chiefs, the other divisional championship game. This game I enjoyed a lot. I loved watching it earlier in the regular season, and I loved the one that was in the playoffs. Tom Brady was on fire. Patrick Maholmes was on fire. They were shooting back and forth. They weren't playing games. They were there to win. Both of them were. You didn't know who was going to win. You kept thinking Tom Brady had it. Then Tom Brady would mess up and throw an interception, so you thought the Chiefs had it. You didn't know what was going to happen the entire game. Now, let's focus on the bad parts of the game. Tom Brady had a laser pointer pointed at him at a play where somebody was trying to blind him in his eyes. I don't know who was doing it. The NFL's investigating it, but who cares? We move on. They find out who's doing it. Obviously, they got to find a way to stop it, to find out about it until after the game. You need to find out right then and there somebody's using it. But it didn't matter. I watched the replay. Tom Brady didn't even look at the laser pointer or squint his eyes. He ain't phased. He's the greatest player of all time to play the NFL. He is the GOAT. I will tell you, Tom Brady is the GOAT. He did his job in that game. He messed up a lot, so he shows that he's not perfect, but he did his job. The laser pointer didn't bother him at all. He kept going. He kept doing his thing. Now let's talk about the roughing the passer by Chris Jones tapping Tom Brady on the chest. Yes, it was goofy, just like them not calling the dude hitting the Saints player. But come on, bad calls are going to be called. Until they have the rule where you can challenge a bad call, everybody has it happen. It happens in every game. Sometimes your quarterback does get roughed, and they don't call it. It happens. It's not the point that it ruined the game or you guys didn't win because of that. No, you're not going to sit there and try to play that game. You should have continued to fight. You should have finished strong no matter what gets called. That's just how I feel about it. You can't complain. You can be mad, but you can't complain and say, oh, we would have won. You don't know what could have happened. It was one call. So that's how I feel about that. Y'all try to act like Tom Brady's got the refs on his side to call everything because he's some god and everything. No, he just plays the game. And sometimes it lands lucky for him. Sometimes it doesn't land lucky for him. Just like everybody else. Tom Brady's only picked on because the Patriots are good every year because they're a very built team. And yeah, they're strict. They have a great coach. They have great coaches that will get rid of you if you want to play stupid stuff outside of the football field. But that's why, because they're strict. They're a great team. So you can keep hating, but Patriots are just going to keep winning. So you might as well just realize you're in the width of greatness. You are watching greatness with all this years. If you're growing up like me, you're watching all these years of Tom Brady continuing and continuing. After being a 6th-round draft pick, continuing to do great things. You shouldn't be jealous. You shouldn't be mad. You should just honor him. Just like you would Michael Jordan, LeBron James, or any of the other greats. You don't got to hate on them. Just honor them and be happy you are watching greatness. Sorry it's not your team, but maybe one decade there will be a time where your team's greatness and everybody will hate you too. So just remember that. That's all I'm going to say about that. All right, let's move on to the Super Bowl. Patriots versus Rams. I would like it to be Saints versus Patriots, but whatever. Rams made it. I'm just wanting you guys all to know that this is still going to be a great game. Do I feel like the Rams are going to give them as much of a fight as the Saints would have? No. I feel like the Rams can give them a fight, but they weren't as strong as the Saints would have been against the Patriots. And I would have just loved to see Drew Brees versus Tom Brady. It would have been a great matchup. So let's focus on where the Rams are. The Rams got Jerad Goff. He's a young QB, a very young quarterback. And yeah, he's had a few years under his belt, but he's got a lot of weapons. That's what makes him as good as he is so soon. And I just feel like he does make a lot of mistakes. He's not perfect. So I feel like that's going to be a weakness for the Rams in the Super Bowl, is this young quarterback coming in, having all that, oh my gosh, I'm in the Super Bowl feeling. He's going to struggle. He's going to have times where he's just overthinking things and he just falls apart, makes a mistake. But we'll see. But as far as their running backs, they got Todd Gurley. Gurley? I cannot say his last name. And C.J. Anderson. They are a beast duo. They will be running all over it. C.J. Anderson, honestly, against the Saints, ran more than Todd. And that's amazing. I can't believe C.J. Anderson's still doing it after Broncos let him go because he had struggles. It don't matter. C.J. Anderson's still doing it. And he ran all over them Saints. And hopefully they can use these two duos to take the pressure off of Jerad Goff, because you can't put it all on him, or you're gonna have problems, because he's too new to the NFL to be doing it all on his own. As far as their wide receivers, Brandin Cooks is the only dude that stands out to me. The other ones, they've done their job, yes, but Brandin Cooks, he's the only guy that, he was on the Saints and the Patriots just last Super Bowl. That's the most amazing thing, is that Brandin Cooks is returning to the Super Bowl back-to-back seasons, but this time against the Patriots. It's kind of just like LeGarrette Blount, the running back. He played for the Patriots one year, went to the Super Bowl. Next year he was on the Eagles and went to the Super Bowl. I mean, he had to play the Patriots right after playing with them. He won with the Patriots, he won with the Eagles. This time, Brandin Cooks lost with the Patriots last year. Now he's playing for the Rams, and he's pretty much the only dude on the team that knows what it's like to be in the Super Bowl and is Super Bowl ready, in my eyes. I don't feel like Brandin Cooks is the guy or has any other people to take the pressure off of him. He's got to perform. He's got to catch these balls. He's got to go the distance. So I'm pointing out that I see the potential in the Rams, but I also see kind of the struggles, and I'm just not I'm not on the bandwagon of thinking that's going to happen. If we want to talk about the Rams' defense, that's not so good either. The Rams were 20 in points allowed and 19 in yards allowed. That's not good going up against the New England Patriots, who've been in the Super Bowl the last 3 years, and more than that in the past. That's where I see the struggles with the Rams, being able to make this Super Bowl theirs. But, they just got to hope that things fall apart for the Patriots. Well, let's talk about these Patriots. Tom Brady could be getting his 6th ring. You've heard a million times Steelers fans brag about they got 6 rings and nobody else does. But this could be one player with 6 rings. He earned all 6 of those for the Patriots. How do you not see that he is the greatest? The greatest player to ever play the game. But I'll just stop. I'll stop because I know people hate Tom Brady and they have their own reasons. I just think he's the greatest. It's amazing. But yes, could get 6th ring. We'll see. Could have been last year. Didn't happen. But here's another year, and we'll see. Let's go to the running backs. I pointed out that the Rams have 2 great running backs. The Patriots have 3. Yes, they don't blow up every game, but they're all 3 capable running backs to be in there and be doing the job that needs to be done, which is picking up first downs or getting the ball in the end zone or breaking loose and running down that field. We'll see. We got Sony Mitchell, James White, Rex Burkhead. All 3 of them, I watched them. They all 3 are just beasts. They are beasts. They got the 2 that will break loose, Sony and James. They'll break loose. Rex Burkhead, he's just a plower, man. He plows right up the middle. He don't play games. They're all 3 great. And I just feel like for the Rams to have all 3 of them to learn and stop, with that defense that's allowed or number 20 in points and 19 in yards, I don't know. It's just I don't see them stopping them running backs. And they don't even have to worry about only the running backs. Let's talk about Tom Brady's weapons. Let's talk about his receiving weapons. Julian Edelman, Rob Gronkowski, Chris Hogan, Cordell Patterson. These guys, these aren't even all the wide receivers, obviously. These are just the main guys that have already proven themselves to the NFL that they can do it. They will blow you up. And Julian Edelman, yeah, that guy. Rob Gronkowski, come on now. All you gotta do is throw the ball up in the air, and that dude can grab it right down and just do whatever he wants with his first down, take off with it. It don't matter. Nobody's gonna knock that ball loose from that dude once he grabs onto it. He's a beast. He struggles with injuries. That would be the bad thing to happen is if he got injured in the Super Bowl. Let's knock on wood for that. But yes, these receiving weapons are crazy. The Patriots are always stacked, and you can be mad at them for it, but it don't matter. They have built a strict, great team. That's why people want to play for them, because who doesn't want a Super Bowl? And you know what? If you got to go jump on the Patriots bandwagon, whatever. As long as they're using you and you ain't just sitting on the bench earning the ring, it don't matter. You did your part. You got that freaking ring, and you rode with the team that is greatness and played with the quarterback that was the greatest. Just saying. But yes, these guys right here will take all the pressure off them running backs that are already beasts and will already do their jobs. They will do their part. And then the running backs will do their part. Tom Brady will do his thing. This is going to be just a great Patriots team going into this Super Bowl. I just don't see it. You saw against the Eagles, they didn't get blown out. They blew it up the whole time. The only reason the Eagles won is because the Eagles blew it up the whole time. That's how you hang with the Patriots. You have to score. The Rams, they only scored 23 points against the Saints. And I'm telling you, the Saints would have gave the Patriots a better game. But here we are. They're going up against the Patriots, and I just don't think these Rams are ready. Which will let's talk about Josh Gordon missing. I just have to put this out there because I just got to laugh at the dude. I just got to laugh at him for marijuana. And yes, he's struggling with depression. What are you depressed about, dude? You got millions of dollars, and you are sitting here playing the greatest game in the world. And you're playing for one of the best teams in the league for years. You got lucky. The Browns let you go to the Patriots. You got lucky. And you should have just took it. You should have just got the season done and worried about your problems in the offseason. You could have been sitting in the Super Bowl right now, Josh Gordon. What are you doing now? You're probably sitting on your couch smoking pot. I ain't a hater on pot, but I ain't going to sit here and tell you, yeah, I'd give up the NFL and being a Patriot right now, winning a Super Bowl, so I could sit at home and smoke pot and deal with my problems. No, I'm going to get over my problems. I'm going to go out and do my job like I do every day at my factory. It's mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing that he can be so self-absorbed and so pitiful about his problems. I don't know. I know people out there believe depression is an extreme thing, and it is. It is. But come on now. A lot more people have more problems to be depressed about than Josh Gordon does. He's just depressed because he'd rather smoke pot and be relaxing after playing a game than sit there and be sober and play the game. I'll just stop there. That's all I got to say about Josh Gordon. Let's talk about the Patriots defense. They ain't great, but they are. If you actually watch them, they have some of the best players in the league on defense. It's not like they come together and be the best always, but just like other players on offense, anybody wants to play for the Patriots, especially a defense player that comes off of the team that he struggled. He's going to run to the Patriots. He's been struggling with this struggling team for so many years, being the best defensive player for him. He wants to go be on a team where he don't have to be number one, where he has other number ones around him, and he can just, blow up with the rest. And they're still kind of building every year with these new players that come on. It's not like they know what to really do in that situation. They're just trying to play as a team, play as a group, and be the best they can. They were ranked number 7 in points and number 21 in yards. 7 in points, that's pretty great. I don't care if it's not the top 5. I don't care if you're not number 1. If you're number 7, you're in the top 10. Either way, there's 32 teams. You're number 7. You got a good defense for you. And compared to the Rams, you're looking better. You're looking way better than them. And the Rams, as I pointed out, Brandin Cooks and 2 running backs. you need more than that to take on this Patriots defense. It's just saying. But that 21 in yards, it shows that Todd and C.J. Anderson can do some work. They can do some work. And maybe Brandin Cooks can catch him off guard, but most likely they're going to be double teaming him. They ain't going to let him blow up. So it's going to be up to those other wide receivers to finally do something and show that they ain't just mediocre. They're a star player also. All right, well, let's get down to it. Super Bowl predictions. You kind of already heard how I feel about the Super Bowl. And I will tell you, the past 3 years, I rooted for the Patriots all 3 years. It's not that I'm obsessed with the Patriots or I love the Patriots. I look at the other team, Falcons. I was kind of back and forth. I kind of wanted. I didn't mind if the Falcons beat the Patriots, but my main want was Tom Brady getting 5 rings. Everybody else has got 4. I wanted Tom Brady to show that he was the greatest and get 5 rings. And so, yes, I went back and forth. I was like, oh, the Falcons, they haven't been there. They need it. They want it. They need Matt Ryan, great quarterback, done a lot for his team. Julio Jones, great wide receiver, done a lot for his team. I saw where kind of the Falcons deserved it too, and I kind of wanted them to have it too. But I leaned more towards Tom Brady being the greatest, wanting them to get his 5th ring, and showing the world. And what a great Super Bowl Patriots versus Falcons was. On the edge of your seat. Couldn't believe Tom Brady came back. I said it at halftime. I don't care if you believe me or not. I looked right at everybody in the face and said, this is Tom Brady. He ain't going to just let these Falcons whoop him in this game. He's coming back full throttle. And he did, and he won, and it was a great way to get his 5th ring. Going into last year, you know what I am. I'm a Redskins fan. I ain't rooting for them dang Eagles to get their 1st ring. I don't care about them Eagles. I don't hate them as much as I hate the Cowboys. But I don't care about your dang ring. Plus, you beat us twice. I was pissed off. Kirk Cousins, fuck him. I don't know if I'm allowed to cuss on this, but this is my channel. I'll cuss if I want to. So anyways, yeah, screw him. I don't care about Eagles. I don't care about any of those NFC East teams that ain't the Redskins. So no, I wasn't going to root for the Eagles in the Super Bowl. I rooted for Tom Brady. I wanted him to get his 6th ring, just like I do this year. I'm rooting for Tom Brady this year. Tom Brady's going to get his 6th ring. I see it as the beginning half, Rams are going to show some kind of side of light, trying to show that they got it. Not like it was with the Falcons, but Patriots are going to come right with them. The Rams are going to try to keep up. They're going to try to keep up. Second half, Patriots are going to take off. This is going to be kind of maybe a boring Super Bowl. I'm sorry to say it might be. Because I just feel like Tom Brady has a team this year. And Tom Brady ain't playing games. He wasn't playing games against the Chiefs. It's not his fault. The Chiefs were so good. They came like the Eagles did last year. They kept up. They played just like the Eagles. They kept up. And it was who was going to end. The Rams, I don't feel like they're that strong. I don't feel like they got the same thing going for them. I feel like the Rams are just a good team. They are, but not as good as these Patriots. These Patriots are on a warpath. They have been, and they will be continuously until Tom Brady retires. And Bill Belichick. So, my Super Bowl prediction, as I said, Patriots win, and I think they win by a lot. I don't feel like it's going to be a close call at the end. It's going to be kind of a good game at the beginning, and then Patriots are just going to take off. That's my prediction. You don't got to like it. You don't got to agree with it. It's just what I think. So, basically, that's what I see happening for the Super Bowl. I guess I'll finish up this video with what is going to happen after the Super Bowl with Tom Brady. A lot of people think he gets one more, he's going to be happy, and he's going to retire. I don't believe that. I believe Tom Brady is coming back. And he's going to be back next season, whether he wins or loses. And he's going to go for 6 or 7 next year, whichever he has to go for. He's going to keep showing the world that he is the greatest. Whether you think he's a cheater or you think the Patriots are a cheater or not. He's the greatest. That's how it's going to be. So, just get over it, guys. That's all I got for you today. I might make a side video for the Pro Bowl to go over what the Pro Bowl was like. I know not a lot of fans care about the Pro Bowl. I do. I like watching the greats go up against each other. I know they don't try as hard as they would in a regular game. But, I mean, these are the greats of the year. Why not watch it? Why not see who wins? Obviously, I root for the NFC East because my team's in the NFC East. I go for it every year. I watch it, and I hope that the NFC East wins. We'll see tonight. I am watching it tonight. It's going to be on TV. Well, today, later today. But we'll see how this goes. Personally, I think NFC is going to win because AFC's got Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. You ain't going to see him out there. All you guys Big Ben going up against us. We got a lot of great quarterbacks in the NFC part. But I'll save that for another video maybe to talk about how the Pro Bowl went tomorrow or something. And just give you my insight, whether you care or not about the Pro Bowl. I love it. We'll see what goes on. But that's all I got for you guys. Let's see. I'll talk to you after the Super Bowl. And throughout the off season, I'll tell you what's going on. I'll discuss who's getting picked up, who I think is a great pickup. We have more videos coming. But for now, this is all I got for you guys. Hail to the Redskins. And thanks for watching. Subscribe. Show your friends.